She said I was too predictable. That was the excuse she gave for tearing our world apart. The reason she thought it was fine to betray everything we had built together. But what she never saw coming was that I'd be the one to leave first, not only with the house, but with the kids too. And when you hear how it unfolded, you'll understand why her excuse was nothing but a cover for the truth. When I first met her, I thought she was the kind of woman who gave me balance. I wasn't the wild type. No late-night parties, no sudden trips, no reckless habits. I worked a steady job. I paid bills on time. I valued consistency above all else. She once said she admired that. She called me her safe place, her anchor in a chaotic world. I believed her. We got married, bought a modest home, and raised 2 kids. From the outside, it looked like we had it all. But small cracks began to show. She grew restless. At family dinners, she'd sigh like she wished she were somewhere else. Nights that used to be filled with laughter became nights of her scrolling on her phone while I tried to keep a conversation alive. I told myself it was just stress. Maybe she needed space. But deep down, I felt something had shifted. Then one evening while we cleaned up after dinner, she dropped it. Out of nowhere, she said, "Sometimes I think our life is just dull. You're too predictable." She said it as casually as if she were talking about the weather. I froze. Predictable? Was providing for my family predictable? Was tucking in the kids each night predictable? Was planning for our future predictable? I laughed it off like a bad joke. But she didn't laugh. She meant it. After that, things spiraled. She grew distant, irritable, always finding excuses to be out late. She claimed she was with friends, but when I asked who, her answers were vague. My gut screamed something was wrong, yet I clung to the hope we could fix things. I tried dates, little surprises, weekend plans. But nothing reached her. Then came the truth. One night, while she showered, I opened her laptop. What I saw cut me open. A trail of messages from a man I didn't know. Reckless, flirty, filled with late-night confessions about how alive he made her feel. She was sneaking around, recycling the same sweet words she once used on me. My heart shattered, but clarity followed. She thought I'd beg. She thought I'd endure betrayal just to keep the family intact. She had no idea who she was dealing with. I may not be reckless, but steady men know how to plan. And when it came to my kids, I'd do whatever it took to protect them. Quietly, I went to a lawyer. I collected every piece of evidence, screenshots, receipts, her late-night lies. I built my case with patience, the same way I'd built everything else in my life. To her, I played the dull husband. Calm, quiet, unsuspecting. She thought she was winning. But I was 10 steps ahead. The day finally came. I confronted her, not with yelling, but with proof. I spread the printed messages across the table. Her face drained as she read them. At first, denial. Then blame. "You're just too predictable," she snapped, as if that excused throwing away vows, trust, and family. I looked her in the eyes and said, "If predictable means loyal husband, good father, and protector of my kids, I'll wear it proudly. But you don't get to wreck this family without consequences." She sneered, insisting I couldn't handle life without her, that the kids needed her more. What she didn't know was I had already prepared. A week later, in court, my lawyer laid out everything. Every lie. Every betrayal. She squirmed as the judge listened. And then came the decision I'll never forget. Primary custody granted to me. The house mine to keep stability for the kids. She was left with visitation. The look on her face as she realized she had lost everything will stay with me forever. The woman who mocked me for being too steady had underestimated the very qualities that gave me strength. She thought predictable meant weak. But predictable also meant prepared, resilient, unshakable. When I packed her things into boxes and set them on the porch, I felt no guilt. I wasn't the one who betrayed. I wasn't the one who destroyed trust. All I did was take back control, for me and for my children who deserved peace. That first night with just me and the kids was quiet. They didn't fully understand. But I promised them this, predictable or not, I would never abandon them. I would never put myself above their needs. And in that moment, I realized I wasn't predictable. I was strong. I was dependable. I was exactly what my children needed. She wanted excitement. She got it, in the form of instability, loneliness, and regret. Meanwhile, I kept the life we built. Not because I fought for her, but because I fought for what truly mattered. She thought I was too predictable. She didn't expect me to walk away stronger, with the house and the kids by my side. Let my story remind you, sometimes the predictable ones are the ones who win in the end.